Welcome viewers. In today's maths, we want to solve an Olympiad mathematics question. If 4 raised to the power 1 plus x plus 4 raised to the power 1 minus x is equal to 10, then what is the value of x? I encourage you to watch to the end. Meanwhile, subscribe to my channel and also like my videos. We move on. Solution. I am given to solve 4 to the power of 1 plus x plus 4 to the power of 1 minus x. Everything equal to 10. Alright, first and foremost, from the left hand side, I will apply the law of indices. If I am given a to the power of x plus y, it is equal to a to the power of x multiplied by a to the power of y. I will apply this law to the left hand side. Also, if I have a to the power of x minus y, it is equal to a to the power of x multiplied by a to the power of minus y. Putting it up here, this becomes 4 raised to the power 1 multiplied by 4 to the power of x plus 4 to the power of 1 multiplied by 4 to the power of negative x. Everything is equal to 10. And still from the left hand side, 4 to the power of 1 is common. I can factor it out. 4 to the power of 1 into 4 to the power of x plus 4 to the power of negative x. Everything is equal to 10. Alright. At this point, I can say that it is the same thing as 4 into 4 to the power of x then plus 1 all over 4 to the power of x, everything equal to 10. Note that a to the power of negative 1 is equal to 1 all over a. A to the power of negative x is equal to 1 all over a to the power of x. This is called negative power indices. There is a law that controls that. At this point, let 4 to the power of x be equal to t, meaning that anywhere I see 4 raised to power x, I will represent it with the letter t, and that implies that I will have 4 into 4 to the power of x now will be t plus 1 all over 4 to the power of x will now be 1 all over t equal to 10. Alright. From the bracket, I can have it written as t plus 1 all over t. Here LCM is t. 1 into t is t times t will give me t squared plus t divided t is t. Then multiply by 1. T divided t is 1. Please, I beg your pardon. Then multiply by 1 is 1. Therefore, we can now say that 4 into t plus 1 all over t can now be written as t squared plus 1 all over t, all equal to 10. That means I have put both of them as fractions. And at this point, I can open the bracket to multiply by 4. 4 multiplied t squared will give me 4t squared. 4 multiplied by 1 will give me 4. Everything all over t, then equal to 10. I can also do cross multiplication to have it as 4t raised to power 2 plus 4, then t multiplied by 10 will give me equal to 10t. I can now move 10t from the right hand side to the left hand side to have it written as 4t to the power of 2. Then moving 10t from right to the left will give me minus 10t, then plus 4. And by the right hand side, what I have left is 0. Looking at it now, this is exactly quadratic equation, but I can reduce it because 2 is a factor. Therefore, I can divide all 2 by 2. Dividing everything here by 2, both the left hand side and the right hand side will give me, divide here by 2, I get 2t raised to power 2. Divide minus 10t, I will get minus 5 t, divide plus 4 by 2, I get 2, and when I divide 0 by 2, I will still get 0. Now, applying quadratic equation formula, we have about 3 or 4 formulas, but let us go by factorization method. And to factorize this quadratic equation, what I will do, first and foremost, I have to multiply this 2 by this 2. I want to multiply A by C. That means 2 multiplied by 2 will give me plus 4. Now, I will look for two numbers that the product will give me 4 and the sum will give me negative 5. I want to look for two numbers that I can multiply to get positive 4. And when I add that same two numbers, I'll get minus 5. And those two numbers can be minus 1, minus 4. Because minus 1 multiplied by minus 4 will give me plus 4. And also, minus 1 minus 4 will give me minus 5. Therefore, the product of these two numbers is minus 1 multiplied by minus 4, which is equal to plus 4. And the sum of the two numbers is minus 1 plus minus 4. Is the same thing as minus 1 minus 4, which is equal to minus 5, rather, please. Good. Minus 1 plus minus 4 is the same thing as minus 1 minus 4, which will give me minus 5. Therefore, now that I have known the two numbers, what I will do, I will use it to simplify this quadratic equation. In other words, I will use it to factorize the quadratic equation. And what I will do is to replace the two numbers that I have chosen at the middle to get 2t to the power of 2 minus t minus 4t, then plus 2 equal to 0. I have replaced negative 5t with a minus t minus 4t. Alright? This is the approach to factorization of quadratic equation. At this point, I can put them into brackets to factorize what is common. And from the first bracket, what is common is t. Okay? Leaving me inside the bracket t, 2t, okay, minus 1. And again, from the second bracket, what is common is minus 2. So that what I have inside the bracket will now be 2t minus 1. Everything equal to 0. I want to explain what I have done now. T multiplied by 2t will give me 2t squared. T multiplied by minus 1 will give me minus t. Okay? Then from the second bracket, minus 2 multiplied by 2t will give me minus 4t. And minus multiplied by minus will give me plus, and 2 times 1 will give me 2. So the factorization is very correct. What this means is that since these two brackets are the same, I will use the values outside the bracket to form a new bracket to get it as this t minus 2. Then taking one of the brackets here, since the two are the same, which is 2t minus 1, everything is equal to 0. At this point, I will take the first bracket to get the first value of t. And that means that from the first bracket, I have t minus 2 is equal to 0. Each of the brackets from the left hand side is equal to 0. Therefore, t here now is equal to 2. Very good. And from the second bracket, which is 2t minus 1 is equal to 0, meaning that 2t is equal to 1, moving negative 1 to the right hand side from left to the right, giving me positive 1. Therefore, t dividing both sides by 2, t is equal to half. But you know, I am not looking for t. The question asks me to find the value of x that will make the left hand side to be equal to the right hand side. Now that I have gotten the value of t, I will come back to this place where I say let 4 raised to power x be equal to t. Okay? Recall that 4 to the power of x is equal to t. So from the first value of t, which is equal to 2, I can now put t as 2. And that becomes 4 to the power of x is equal to 2 when t is equal to 2. Meaning that 4 is the same thing as 2 raised to the power 2, then multiplied by x equal to 2 is also the same thing as 2 raised to the power 1. Now, by law of indices, when the bases are the same, the powers becomes equal. So the base here can cancel out, leaving me with 2x equal to 1. Therefore, the value of x is 1 all over 2. That is the first value of x. Good. Moving forward, when t is equal to half, I will also write 4 to the power of x is equal to the second value of t, which is 1 all over 2. Okay? Remember, I got two values of t, solving it quadratically, and now I am replacing the values of t where I said let 4 to the power of x be equal to t. So the first value of t, I have replaced it, and that has given me the actual value of x, and the second value of t is what I want to replace. Therefore, 4 here is still the same thing as 2 raised to the power 2, then multiplied by x equal to 1 over 2 can be written as 2 raised to the power negative 1. At this point, the bases are also equal. We cancel them out to make the powers equal, negative 1. Therefore, the value of x dividing both sides by 2 will give me minus 1 all over 2. In conclusion to this question that we are asked to solve for the values of x, the values of x are 1 over 2 and negative 1 over 2. So from here, the answers for the value of x is half and negative half. Thank you for watching the video to the end. Subscribe to my channel, share my videos to your learning colleagues, and thank you for watching to the end.